Hey everyone, have you been hunting for a Riflescope that actually delivers clear, reliable performance without breaking the bank? If you've been searching for something that holds zero, stays bright in tough conditions, and is built to last, this might be exactly what you're looking for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I recently put the Leupold VX-5HD 3-15x44 with the HTMR reticle through its paces on a week-long elk hunt in the mountains, and I was genuinely impressed. This isn't one of those overhyped optics that looks great on paper but falls apart in real-world use. Leupold has been making high-quality scopes for decades, and this one feels like the culmination of everything they've learned. It's machined and assembled right here in the USA, which already tells you a lot about the build quality. One of the first things that stood out was the Guard-ion hydrophobic lens coating. I was shooting in steady rain one morning, and the glass stayed crystal clear, no fogging, no water beating up. Dirt and fingerprints wiped right off with a microfiber cloth, which is a huge plus when you're out in the field and don't have time for fuss. That kind of durability is exactly what you want when you're relying on your optic to make a clean shot. The side focus parallax adjustment is another game changer. Instead of fumbling with a knob on top or having to adjust your cheek weld every time you change distance, you can dial in parallax quickly and precisely with your offhand. I was switching between targets at 50 yards and 300 yards in the same session, and the clarity was consistent without any distortion. That kind of convenience might seem small, but it adds up when you're trying to stay focused on your target and not your scope. Now, let's talk about the reticle. The HTMR, Hastings Tactical Minute of Range, is designed for precision, and it delivers. The mil-dot style gives you a clean, uncluttered view with enough subtension to hold over for long-range shots without blocking your target. I was able to make accurate holdovers out to 600 yards without any guesswork. The etched glass means the reticle stays perfectly aligned even if your scope takes a knock, which is a huge advantage over some fiber optic or illuminated reticles that can shift. The Zero-Lock 2 elevation system is worth mentioning too. With 2 full revolutions of adjustment, you've got plenty of room to dial for elevation without running out of travel. I zeroed this scope at 100 yards, then dialed it in for a 300-yard shot with just a few clicks. The clicks are crisp and tactile, so you know exactly how much adjustment you're making. It's the kind of precision that gives you confidence when you're lining up a shot on a big game animal. Waterproofing and fogproofing are non-negotiable for me, especially when hunting in unpredictable conditions. Leupold filled this scope with argon gas and sealed it completely, so even if you drop it in a creek or leave it in a cold blind overnight, it's not going to fog up. I tested it by submerging it in water for a few minutes, and when I pulled it out, the lenses were still clear. That kind of reliability is exactly what you want when you're relying on your gear to perform. Now, no scope is perfect, and this one has a couple of things to consider. The 30mm tube is a bit heavier than a 1-inch tube, so if you're trying to shave weight off your rifle, this might add a few ounces. It's not a deal breaker, but it's worth noting if you're building a lightweight setup. Also, the price point is higher than some entry-level scopes, but you're paying for Leupold's reputation and the features you're getting. If you're serious about long-range shooting or hunting, it's a worthwhile investment. Overall, the Leupold VX-5HD 3-15x44 is a fantastic riflescope that lives up to the hype. It's clear, durable, and built to handle whatever you throw at it. Whether you're hunting elk, competing in a match, or just plinking at the range, this scope delivers the performance you need without any fuss. If you're in the market for a high-quality optic that won't let you down, this one's definitely worth a closer look. You can find all the details in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.